What if I told you that the 2021 crypto playbook is dead, but most retail investors are still playing in that game? In the last bull run, you can literally just close your eyes and throw anything into coin market cap and pretty much go with the wave, right? Like pretty much ride out the wave. Things have changed. I remember throwing money at projects that had no utility, no use case, no true value, just throwing it because I was just trying to ride the wave like everyone else, right? In 2026, that game is over. Institutions are playing a whole different ball game. While we're out here trying to play checkers, they're playing chess. So the SEC and the CFTC just came out with a crypto group categorized framework for, people to have a little more clarity as we approach the Clarity Act, right? Which we're like really close to getting that passed through. Once that passes through, I'm pretty sure the bull run will arrive. Like right now, the markets are down, people are scared. Block the noise. For a second, just block the noise. Mind you, none of this is financial advice. I'm not telling you what to buy or anything. This is just me talking to you like a normal human being. Take a second, step back, observe what's happening in the market, in the macro, not the micro. Take an initiative approach at it. We are moving towards a digital age. We have AI, we have a bunch of tools that are being released every single day. Technology is accelerating faster than ever, and it's only continuing. But not to get too far off, the SEC, the CFTC, they came out with their categories. It was 5 of them. So we're looking at 5 clear categories for the crypto space. But there's something that I feel is being ignored, and it's kind of being unspoken, even though it's there. But big money, big capital, they only want 4 of these 5 categories to exist. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the new market structure for 2026 and on, and why institutions are completely ignoring one of the 5 categories that the SEC and the CFTC announced, and how you as a retail investor, creator, or collector can steal their playbook without having billions under management. You're going to want to stay to the end because I'll be showing you how to map things out and in these 5 categories, and it may benefit you. Once again, none of this is financial advice, so do your own research. I'm just someone talking on the internet. The old game is over. Back in 2021, the crypto game felt like a casino. Everything was traded in the same bucket. Crypto gaming, NFTs, coins, tokenization, it was a free-for-all. And all those projects from 2021 were just fighting for the same attention and liquidity. In today's market, serious money is not looking at it the same way. Instead, they're looking at it as a structured system with 5 main categories: digital commodities, digital tools, stablecoins, digital securities, and digital collectibles. A recent Coinbase EY survey of institutional investors showed that about 3/4 expect crypto prices to rise and plans to increase their allocations this year. But they're not spraying money into thousands of tickers the way we were in 2021. They're allocating by category based on regulation, function, and how easy the asset is to model on balance sheets. If we, the retail investor, continue to play the casino game while institutions are playing this whole new structured game, we're going to fall behind. The only people that will be doing okay will be people who have assets in the next 10, 15, 20 years. Everyone else, unfortunately, will fall behind under AI consumption. And basically what I'm trying to say is that the wealth gap is just going to continue widening. The new map, 5 categories. Let's zoom out and walk through these 5 categories. First, digital commodities. Think Bitcoin. It behaves like a macro asset, a kind of reserve collateral for the entire crypto market. Its price moves with things like interest rates, ETF flows, and geopolitical events. Institutions love this because Bitcoin has regulatory clarity as a commodity, deep liquidity, and easy access through spot ETFs and other regulatory projects. Number 2, digital tools, the infrastructure layer. This includes networks like Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, Avalanche, and other systems like Chainlink. These are the operating systems of crypto. They power DeFi, tokenization, smart contracts, and other on-chain settlements. Their value is increasingly tied to real economy activities, users, transactions, fees, applications running on top of it, etc. 3, stablecoins. Assets like USDT and USDC are no longer just trading pairs. You could look at these like the financial highway of ecosystems. They move value across borders, they power on-chain settlements, and serve as a base currency in many DeFi strategies. Most institutions in that Coinbase EY survey either already use stablecoins or plan to. This is where traditional finance and blockchain technology collides. We're talking tokenized equities, bonds, funds, and assets that clearly fall under the securities law. Projects like XRP often get discussed in this context because of their focus on regularity, financial flows, and settlement. But the bigger picture is tokenization, real-world assets moving on-chain under existing legal framework. And the 5th, digital collectibles, the NFTs, art, gaming assets, music rights, and community tokens. The hype from 2021 has cooled down, but the lane still kind of lingers. The difference now is that value is shifting. Before, we were just speculating on NFTs and artwork and gaming and music and all the other creative stuff, right? Now it's showing people are shifting more towards utility, use cases, and cultural relevance. Why does big capital only want 4 out of the 5? So here's the twist. Regulators might talk about all 5 categories, but institutions consistently behave like only 4 of them really matter. The odd one out, digital collectibles, in practice, they don't plug neatly into the 3 things institutions care about most, which is predictability, scalability, and cash flow modeling. Digital commodities like Bitcoin can be modeled as macro assets with derivatives and deep liquidity. Stablecoins have clear value and a clear function. Digital tools can be tied to measurable network usage. Digital securities fit in existing compliance structure. Digital collectibles, on the other hand, live in a whole nother universe. Their value is driven by culture, narrative, brand, and community. You can't easily plug that into a risk committee spreadsheet. Regulators are also still figuring out how to classify them. They're often not quite securities, but also not purely commodities, which creates a gray zone that big capital hates. On top of that, collectibles suffer from fragmentation markets, inconsistent liquidity, and high statement-driven pricing. It's extremely hard to build large, regulated products like ETFs or other standardized derivatives around something whose value can depend on whether a creator is still relevant the next month or not. From an institutional lens, that is not just risk, that's unqualifiable risk. So I'm predicting for the next few months, big capital will be flowing into the other 4 categories: digital commodities, digital tools, stable coins, and digital securities. How can retail steal the 2026 playbook? So what do you do with this information if you're not a hedge fund manager? Or if you're not, this big organization? You're just a collector. You're just a creator. You're just a regular person like me And, I'm pretty sure you just investing, right? Step one, classify before you buy. Before you fall in love with a ticker, ask yourself, is this a digital commodity, a macro asset tied to global liquidity? Is this a digital tool, core infrastructure other systems rely on? Is this a stablecoin built to hold value and move capital, not moon in price? Is it digital security tied to financial rights or tokenized real world assets? Or is it a digital collectible driven by culture, community, and creative value? If you can't clearly place it in one of these 5 categories, you're investing for no reason. You're wasting your money. Please don't do that. That just indicates that you're just playing a guessing game. And that's not what we're doing here. Step 2, build your 5 category map. Think of your portfolio as slices instead of random bags. For example, a macro slice of digital commodities like Bitcoin are like your long-term bets on digital scarcity. An infrastructure slice of digital tools like Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, Avalanche, Link are your bets on retail power, DeFi, and tokenization. A payment slice of stablecoins, your on-chain liquidity for yield and instant movement. A financial layer of digital securities, exposure to tokenized assets and regulated structure. And a cultural layer of digital collectibles, higher risk tied to identity and community, and something that is really tied to the culture. The percentiles really depend on your risk management. But this structure here at least forces intentionality. Step 3, think like an institution at retail scale. Is there a reputable way to get exposure? Regulated products, trusted exchanges, audited issuers? Is regulatory clarity improving in this category? Is there real economic activity, users, transactions, smart contracts, or just charts and a story? Does this asset clearly fit one of the 5 roles in the future system of tokenization, stablecoins, and on-chain infrastructure? If your answer is no across the board on all of these, there's no point of investing in it. Once again, not financial advice. You do what you do. So what does this mean for creators and builders? For creators, this framework is not theoretical. Digital tools are the chains your smart contracts live on. Stablecoins are how you get paid globally. Digital collectibles are how you express identity and build community. Digital securities may eventually let you tokenize revenue rights in a regulatory way. For collectors, your portfolio is no longer just a pile of bags. It's a curated system of exposure across macro, collateral, infrastructure, liquidity, financial assets, and other culture-related projects. For builders, the question is simple. Which category are you building in? And which one of these are you depending on? Because you're not just launching a project, you're plugging into a category that shapes how value will flow in the next version of the internet. The 2021 cycle rewarded people who were early fans in a chaotic arena. In 2026, the structure rewards people who think like architects. So the next time you look at a token or an NFT, don't just ask if this will pump. Ask, what role does this asset play in the system? And does that system actually have a future? If you found this breakdown useful and you want to get deeper into frameworks like this, head over to collectorsportal.com. I share podcast style content like this. I write articles on Medium. I have an activity book where you can color, do mazes, crossword puzzles, word searches, word scrambles, you name it. And it's real analog, but it's dope, and one thing that I do like about it is that it's right on Amazon. So if you have Amazon Prime, that's a 2-day delivery. And that's a good way for you to be able to help support me and keep this channel alive. If you like exploring projects, tools in the blockchain space, things like that, this channel might be for you. And I'm just documenting the story as I go and as I learn. As a solo creator, every view, every read, every listen, every purchase supports me and what I'm doing to continue this process. Thank you for watching, and if this helped you shift your way of how you watch the markets, hit the subscribe button, like button, drop a comment below. If you want to talk about a specific subject, leave it down there and maybe I'll talk about it next time. And one last question for you. Which of the 5 categories are you most exposed to?
You say you want to know me, but knowing isn't free. My heart in public property, this encrypted energy. I learned from broken contracts, verbal promises that fail. Gave people full permission, they mishandled it too well. Now I'm moving quietly, no oversharing, so selective with my access, I control the protocol. If trust is the transaction, then proof is what I need. No emotion, no manipulation, just clarity, agree.
I don't fear connection, I just honor my design. If you want my signature, you gotta align.
Only I can sign
For what is mine,
private key, heart
by design.
no custody over me. You don't control my identity.
If you want my love,
Understand the code, respect the terms.
for I let you hold. Only I inside.
I don't need a spotlight to validate my name. Self-sovereign presence, unaffected by the game. You can't freeze my feelings or rewrite my state. If you meet the standards, then the gate activates. No favoritism, no ego in the trust. If the times feel honest and the contract adjusts, oppression won't unlock me, manipulation won't sway. I'm permissionless in spirit, but intentional in the way.
No crown on your head, no throne in your hand. If you want my heart, gotta understand.
Love is not control, it's mutual design. And respect is present
And the stars align.